of Watch Your Health. He has nearly 2 decades of experience in motor insurance, health tech industries. He's an INSEAD alumni and also a mechanical engineer from BITS Mesra. He's a well-known leader in the health and wellness space, bringing a strong background of delivering digitally driven, innovative and result-oriented customer engagement and retention solutions. I invite Abhitosh ji to talk about the persistency improvement and the enhancement engagement in the insurance space. Please, sir.
Hello. Yeah. Hi, good afternoon. So as Mumbai is grappling with elections, and I think we are grappling with post-lunch session, happy to take this session here. So a lot of action is happening by the regulator, by government, by insurance companies and Insurtechs like us in driving the vision towards insurance for all by 2047. And as a lot of work is happening to increase the penetration, to take distribution to the last mile, take distribution on the digital medium, drive more and more insurance penetration and coverage. What we learned long back in our marketing 101 sessions about acquiring new customers versus retaining old customers. And the topic is more pertinent now today in insurance industry when we are seeing that the retention is a challenge. Health specifically, if you look at it, hardly 7 to 8% people claim in a year. What it means is that most of the population who takes insurance on health or life side, they don't know what the product offers and they grapple with the reasons to drive better retention or to renew it. So what we are going to do today is talk about what are the challenges that we are facing and how can we take it forward. At Watch Your Health, we have been working with leading insurers in their journey of driving better customer engagement, driving better retention rates for them on both life as well as health side. The other big challenge that is happening and the change which we're seeing is on the user behavior. Now, the customers of insurance are also the people who are now used to getting their groceries delivered in 10 minutes, thanks to Zepto, Blinkit, instant gratification. You do anything and everything and you get rewards. So that is a change that we are seeing in the behavior of people. And if I look at the challenges that's happening, some of the basic issues when we talk to our insurance partners, insurance customers and us, what we see that people want to understand the details better. The policy coverage terms, they become slightly confusing to understand. There is mobile first now. I think mobile applications are there with all the insurers and all the solutions. But how to navigate through it, how to understand it. Everybody is trying to pack too many things in one space. How to make it simple, clutter-free, where people and users can go through it and it becomes intuitive. Communication is generally limited towards buying a policy, claims, and towards renewal. So you are bombarded with insurance calls from your partners, from insurance companies when you are about to renew it. You don't get too many communication throughout the year. Claim process, although a lot of work is happening by our insurance companies, it still remains complicated for customers and not easy to understand. They still rely a lot on their intermediaries to take them through, and it becomes a huge area of opportunity for all of us. The other big challenge that people are seeing in this space is that one size fit all. Retail insurance policies are typically pre-underwritten, but how do we make it more and more personalized and individualized as per our need? Individuals, customers need their behavior, their requirements. How do they reach out to the right people whenever they need some support? We are now bombarded with rewards, gratification, which is happening instantly. And a lot of policies offer you a benefit at the end of the policy period in terms of discounts and renewal. But now people are used to getting benefits which is immediately after the policy. You do an activity, how do you get the benefits out of it? And how do we see or show value to those customers who have not claimed, the 92% people who don't claim, how do they see value in overall whatever is being offered as part of the insurance policy? Just to put some perspective in terms of numbers, what is happening? Almost 35% people don't renew the policy after the first year. Overall, if you look at that population, it's more than 30% people don't renew the policy over a period of time. Digital is becoming a big enhancement or enabler. While the adoption is still is going up, I have 26% people who are using digital platforms when it comes to insurance, and a lot of Insurtech companies are driving that. Claims still is something, while 7 to 8% people claim, still you see that a lot of people are not able to navigate through the claims journey easily. And if you look at a study which was done by PwC some time back, 45% people still grapple with that. Lot of things that we see are not personalized to the customer's requirements, so that becomes a challenge. Trust is a big issue. We don't trust, so that's why a lot of declarations don't come in easily. And that also leads to a complicated claims process. So there is a requirement there. How do we kind of enhance the reward program and deliver it? Wherever we have given solutions to our insurance customers, we have seen that with a proper reward program, we have been able to improve the retention rates by upwards of 20%. And then app, which is holistic, not only for a single purpose, helps to lead better customer retention upwards of 40%. How do we improve it? How do we kind of look at improving the retention rate after understanding what the issues are happening? First and foremost is that can we remind customers better? How do we have better contactability? How do we kind of reach out to them at the right time, right stage, and tell them about the impending renewal which is there of the policy? Second is create a loyalty program, and that's become a norm of the day. Today, if you look at any of the industries, the aviation, hospitality, there is a loyalty program and people live by that. They make choices as per that. Why not insurance? How do we kind of create a loyalty program and it is being done by a couple of players and beautifully, and we have been driving that journey along with our insurance partners, so that's there. The other thing is that simplify insurance. Simplify the options that people have. Don't make it overcomplicate. And a lot of it also comes from the language that we create, the communication that we have for them. Sorry, I think I missed out on the tweaking. It's not linked, right? Right. Create tools which are more and more interactive, which understands where the customers are looking at, what are they looking at, and how do we kind of create that bridge the gap. Create education, awareness. Awareness is a big area where Insurtech companies are playing a big role now. How do we kind of enhance that whole content, create content? And these are the things where Insurtech companies can partner very well with the insurance companies, and what we have been driving with our insurance partners. The other big area is that how do you use the whole digital push, and how do we kind of get people to come on the platforms, create apps which are easy to use, which kind of creates or look into the entire need of the customer, make it a lot of it to do with self-service, because today a lot of reliance on insurance is on the call center, where you kind of call the call center or you call at the TPA desk, and you kind of keep looking at being on hold or for solution. And not all the information is available in real time, so there's a lot of back and forth which happens. How do we create mobile applications or digital platforms which are self-sufficient for the user to complete the journey that he or she wants to do it, and then make it easy? Rather than asking people to come to where you are, can we go where people are, which is social media? Can we do an integration which is simple, which is one click with all the social media platforms? Big opportunity is on the claims side. Why people don't renew or why they don't come back is when they don't see an easy way of claiming. That's where the deterrents come in. Can we create process on claims which is easy, which is automated, where it doesn't require any kind of a regular reach to be done? Can we have a transparent tracking, update customers on a regular basis through a self-service mode or through app, through WhatsApp bots, and then documentation. You have the same customer who took the policy, but unfortunately it claims he asks the documentation all over again. Can we create the ease of the process when it comes to claim? The larger picture is that how do we personalize experience for each and every individual? We have so much data about the individual. We know what he or she has been doing, what time. We are sitting on the mobile app of the individual, of the phone. We know when somebody sits, when somebody walks, sleeps, eats, whatever they do. Use all this data to deliver an experience which is personalized to that individual. Give communication and the medium which one understands and one wants to relate with. Understand the medium on which the communication is most effective with each individual. And then give them discount which adds value to him. Somebody who is young, if you are giving him or her a scheme or an offer which is about aging people, or somebody who's diabetic, you're giving them offer about restaurants, it's not going to help. We have all data. Can we personalize the offers and give it to them on the medium that they have most preference for? The other thing is that the regulatory scenario is changing, right? And a huge scope for regulatory tech, RegTech to come in to ease the whole process for insurance companies and the customers, therefore. Simplify the onboarding. You ask for permissions, onboard the customers on the platform easily. Data is becoming a big issue. We speak about, we have seen a lot of issues happening on data leakages for a couple of programs. So data is important. Now, more and more individual customers are aware about and they are concerned about their data, how it is being used. So what is the method to manage that? The other big issue is how do you kind of create a value-added services, which takes away the whole discussion away from the premium that each individual customer is paying and not using it in terms of claims. So how can we enhance the offerings to them by being partners for the customers in the healthcare journey rather than being just a payers of claim? So that's a big opportunity which is available to us as insurance and Insurtechs, that we drive that whole end-to-end healthcare delivery to each individual customer, create options of payments which, again, suits an individual need rather than what we want to drive at. The other big area is that people don't understand the value, and a lot of it happened post-pandemic, that in pandemic people realize the value of insurance policies and how they help in creating them financially stable. But that push is getting lost slowly. So how do we kind of create better financial literacy, make them understand about what these policies or can do for them? And then eventually it's about how can you reach out to the customers more and more in a larger forum, in a customized groups, and in whatever way we can reach out to them. A big shift which is happening now, Gen Z is coming in the workforce. They are the decision makers. Are we able to reach out to them and talk to them in their language? In our experience of running these programs with our insurance customers, we have seen that when you gamify the whole experience for the Gen Zs, they appreciate the offerings much more. They are able to relate to it and they look forward to it. Even though they are not claiming, they understand the value which the whole policy is creating for them, and then they ensure that they are on that. They are concerned about sustainable way of living. How do you kind of, again, talk about digital and other things that you're doing which helps them in sustainability of the earth? And they don't want to talk. Gen Zs don't want to talk. They are happy to use the mobile phone. They are happy to use digital platforms to interact. And that is where we need to create or go to, where the customer is. So taking that thread further, the idea is to create a AI powerhouse chatbots which are able to solve all the solutions, not where people are lost. So that's another issue of using AI without being ready. that if you don't have the solution, customer experience can actually go south. Customer is expecting today that whatever channel they are at, we should be able to reach out to them on that, and the solution and the thing should be seamless across each platform. So truth has to be one. And the other thing is that because we are there on their mobile, rather than they waiting or they coming to us, can we reach out to them proactively before they need us to call them, or they need to reach out to us. So just a couple of points in terms of mobile first approach. It's important that mobile application becomes the primary touch point for each and every thing that an individual needs. It has to be simple, it has to be intuitive, and it has to be personalized. One of our recent offerings on electronic behavior record, which we have recently launched, powered by AI, it looks at all data points for each individual customers, and then they personalize the experience for them, right from what they are looking at, what they need, and what is the right product to push to them, what is the right recommendation on health site for them. And that helps to being relevant to them, to the customers. The other thing is that mobile apps is a place where you are not competing with your fellow insurance companies or fellow Insurtech companies. That 0.25 inch to 0.25 inch icon that is there on your mobile phone is the biggest real estate today. So you're competing with likes of Netflix, Amazon, Flipkart, you name it. And for us to being relevant, you cannot expect a customer to have multiple apps for the same solution. So it has to be a well-rounded solution, which also includes your wellness, which has all the solution which is relevant to them, which is about their lifestyle, which helps them to stay healthy, tracks whatever they are looking at, and taking the thread further towards the employer-employee relationship. All the employees should be able to get the entire employee benefit proposition along with the insurance offerings and other things at the same place. You should be able to compete with your colleagues. You should be able to have a challenge. You should be able to do whatever quizzing you want to do. So benefits, we all know, will lead to a higher retention. It will lead to a larger lifetime value of a customer, improve customer satisfaction, trust, loyalty. The other areas which we normally ignore are operational efficiency. If the customer is available on your platform, he or she is renewing with you, you don't need to spend on the operations side of it. You don't need to have a huge call center. You don't need to have the entire operations team to manage the customer experience. You can do it through the app. Claim processing, you have everything about the customer. Whenever he or she needs a claim, you know the history, you know their behavior, you know you're tracking their health with their approval, consent, obviously. So it makes it easier for you to kind of look at claims and approve it. Revenue, you know their requirement, you know their habits. You can recommend the right product. You can push for the right cross-sell or upsell of policies. You can lead to a lot of revenue which is linked to loyalty, and you can look aside of the right of the immediate requirement. You can make your value propositions much more attractive as per the customer's requirement, unique to them. It's an ever-changing world. So once you start seeing trends of, say, Gen Zs coming in your customer base, start changing to their needs rather than expecting them to change as per you. Brand reputation goes up because you have a lot of people who are coming and using your platform. Trust is an important factor which goes up. The data that you are collecting helps you not only to have a better customer experience, but also helps you to create better products which help the customer in their requirements. You are looking at tailored offerings. So what the customer wants, you're able to do that. You are looking at complying with whatever is coming up because you are keeping up with the trends as a company. And data. So data is an important thing. You have, because everything is in one place, you don't have to toggle between different platforms. It can be at one server, it can be at one place. Data loss or data security breaches can be avoided. So yeah, so that's about it. Any questions, more than happy to take it. Perfect. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.